Blessings and peace, everyone. On today's video, we're going to talk about additional insights of lessons learned from the cave. And one of the insights that I feel is very important for us as targeted individuals and as chosen ones is that we have to identify any holes that we have in our soul. You see, as targeted individuals, as chosen ones, sometimes we have a whole lot of holes in our souls. Some we don't even realize that are there. Some of those holes are there because of our own doing, but the majority of those holes are there at the hands of someone else. And when you think of something that has a hole in it, it means that whenever it's filled, whatever you pour into it, it's going to leak out. And sometimes as targeted individuals and as chosen ones, we're walking around leaking, and we don't even realize it. And so let's talk about it today. Identifying holes in our soul. How do we start? Where do we begin when it comes to identifying the holes in our soul? Well, first of all, it starts with self-reflection. And anytime you are self-reflecting, the first question that you ask yourself is, who am I? Who are you? And get this, most of us answer with our titles. I'm a doctor. I'm an electrician. I'm a teacher. I'm a student. I'm a mom. I'm a dad. But those are titles that describes what you do. Who you are is your heart posture. Who are you on the inside? Strip away all the titles, and that's who you really are. That's who you really are. And so then once you're able to describe yourself without doing any titles, and I want you all to try practicing that. Ask yourself, who am I? And describe yourself without using any titles. It's not easy because I've tried. And I'm still working on it. How can I describe myself without including what I do? The next question during your self-reflection and trying to identify any holes in your soul is, what do I want to do for the rest of my life? What do I want out of the rest of my life? And it doesn't matter whether you were 12, 25, 35, 65, or 105. You have additional life that you're going to have to live out. And what do you want for the rest of your life? Who do you want to become? And it's really sad when you hear someone say, well, I've achieved everything that I'm going to achieve, or I'm set in my ways and I'm not going to change, or there's nothing else that I need to learn. And no, my friend, that's incorrect. As long as you're living, you're always going to learn something, or you should be learning something. Because when you stop learning, you stop living. It means that life becomes a repetition of cycles. But when you're always learning, always growing, always striving towards improvement, there's something that burns inside of your soul that gets you excited about getting out of bed every day. You see, if you get out of bed and your life is just a repetition, more of the same, then your fire starts to dim. But when you find something that you can learn and you can grow and you can challenge yourself, and you have something to look forward to every day, life becomes worth living. And I've always told myself that I want the person that I look at in the mirror to match the person on the inside of me. And that person on the inside of me is represented by my heart posture. What is my heart about? You see, people judge us by our outer appearance. They judge us by the car we drive, or the house that we live in, or the job that we work, or the clothes that we wear, or the shoes that we wear, or how we talk, how we walk, how we wear our hair. But that's all superficial. You see, there are some people that live in mansions and they have a bad heart posture or an evil heart posture. But then there are some people that live in a tent and they have the most beautiful hearts that you could ever meet. And so identifying the holes in your soul also means being serious and taking a look at what is your heart posture. Is your heart posture good or is it bad? The key to identifying the holes in your soul is taking a look at what's stopping you from becoming or being the best person that you could be. Is it your own faulty belief systems about yourself, about life, about other people? What is it that you believe about yourself that's stopping you from being the best person that you can be? Is it the negative words that you speak over yourself, the negative self-talk? Or is it negative words that other people have spoken over you? You see, whenever someone speaks words over you or to you, you don't have to receive those words. You have the power to accept or to reject what they are saying. My friend, how many negative words spoken by others are you accepting? How many of their negative words are you making a part of your reality? Are you accepting as facts and truth about yourself? Another thing that stops us from being the best person that we can be is that as targeted individuals and as chosen ones, sometimes we have people-pleasing tendencies. We are people pleasers. We're more concerned about validation and acceptance from others more than our own personal validation. And even more than that, the personal validation and acceptance by God. You see, some people spend all of their lives trying to please one person or a particular person in their lives, trying to gain their acceptance, trying to prove that they are worthy. They spend the rest of their lives trying to prove themselves to that person. But what if you never get that person's approval? Does it mean that you are worth any less? You see, no one can make you feel bad about yourself unless you allow them to. But get this, if you don't hear anything else that I'm saying on this video tonight, anyone who does not see that you are improving, that you're trying, that you're changing, anyone who refuses to accept or validate you, that's not your people.